If your 2017 to 2019 F250 or F350 is in need of an injection of attitude and style, or even just some additional lighting performance, then these Renegade Series sequential LED taillights will be a good fit for your build. Featuring slick black inner housing, smoked lenses, and a full complement of bright LEDs, these lights will provide the rear of your truck with a nice aesthetic and functional upgrade. Just a quick note on fitment before we dive in here, these taillights are designed to fit 2017 to 2019 F250 and F350 Super Duties that came equipped with the factory halogen non-bliss taillights. So if your truck has the LED or the blind spot information system logo on the side, these are not going to fit. Taillights are a really simple way to make a big improvement to your truck. For starters, the Renegade Series LEDs that we have here are a vast improvement in style, especially compared to those factory halogens. With black internal housings and these cool smoked lenses here, you get that stealthy appearance. As you can see, the lighting elements are all quite visible, but these do have that nice smoke tint to them. So these definitely have what you would call a more aggressive style. The angular LED elements around the outer edges function as your running lights, and they put out a diffused red glow. These are still going to be much brighter than your standard halogens, and the angular look really works well with the Super Duty styling. Moving further inside, you've got 3 large rows of yet more LEDs. Now this section is going to function as your brake lights and as your turn signals. Since these are LEDs, they're also much brighter than the factory halogens, and those turn signals are sequential. And while that doesn't add anything functionally, it is eye-catching and generally a fun addition to this setup. You also get LED reverse lights all the way on the inside, and that means it's going to add some functionality because these will also be much brighter than stock, so you'll be able to see better and be seen better when you're backing your truck up. And as you may have guessed, that is definitely the theme of these lights. Enthusiasts will take note of the upgrade, other road users will notice the brightness of the lights, making your truck one that nobody can say they didn't see. So again, functional and an aesthetic improvement. Construction is your industry standard polypropylene for the outer housings with polycarbonate lenses over top. Now these are weather sealed to help keep dirt and moisture away from the electronics inside, and since these are fully LED, they should have a nice long lifespan and you don't have to worry about replacing bulbs. These also come pre-wired and ready to go with all the needed plugs and resistors already set for you, and that's going to make for a quick installation process, and we'll talk more about that momentarily. Pricing is also a win here, as this set is only going to run you about $300. Now that makes these about the most affordable taillight upgrade on the market for these trucks. And with how good they look and the amount of output they provide, there's really no way to argue with that. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the whole thing should take you under 1 hour to complete. It's a really simple installation, definitely something you can accomplish at home, even if you've never done this before. Like I mentioned, everything is going to plug right in using your factory stock connectors. You don't have to do any wiring or other modifications. And we're going to walk you through that process right now, so for that, let's head on out to the shop.
For this install, you will need an impact and an 8mm socket. What's up folks, today we're going to be doing some taillights on our F250, but before we get started we're going to send you to watch a quick video on how to remove your factory taillights, and we'll see you when you get back.
Alright, so the first step in our uninstall with your tailgate down, grab an 8mm socket and remove the 2 bolts on the inside of the taillight. Grab that 8mm socket and remove each bolt. Repeat that for your bottom bolt. Now that your 2 bolts are removed, grab your taillight at a slight angle and pull to release it. Now you can see all 3 connectors. What you're going to do is press down on each of the tabs and pull back to disconnect. And remove the taillight.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Now we have our factory taillights out. We're going to need to do a couple quick things before we can install our new setup. Now this is an LED conversion. Now the way we're going to accomplish this is we're going to come to the back of our factory headlight and we're going to remove our factory sockets. So to do that, we're just going to give them a 1/4 turn counterclockwise like so. Now you want to keep these in line. And once we have those out, we can set our factory taillight aside. So now we're ready to transfer stuff over to our new taillight assembly. Now our middle connector is going to be the exact same, so we're just going to set that in. You want to line up your connectors with the appropriate seating position. Make sure that goes all the way in, and then give that a 1/4 turn clockwise to lock it in place. Now for these two, we're going to remove the bulbs from the socket. Now if you plan on saving these, you want to use a rag or gloves to touch your bulb and pull that out, because the oils on your skin can cause hot spots, which will cause premature failure. Not so worried about ours, so we're just going to pop ours out, just like so. And we'll do the same thing for this other one. And what we're going to do is turn our taillight over. Now we do have a plastic bed cover, so that's not going to mar up our taillight. We're going to come to our LED conversion plugs. Those are going to go right into our factory connectors. So we're just going to plug those in like so. And you want to tuck your wiring in place, and we can line up our seating points. And again, we'll give those a turn clockwise to lock that in place. We'll do the same thing for our other connector. Now that we have our factory plugs transferred over, we're gonna bring it over to our taillight area, and we're gonna plug these right back in. So since they're the factory connectors, they're gonna go right back the way they came out. That one in. Green's gonna go to your green one. And then don't forget your last one over here. Now that we have those fully seated, we can set our taillight in place. So we'll line up our two locators on the back side of the taillight. Pop that on. Then we're going to loosely reinstall our 8mm screws. Now we'll tighten these back down with our 8mm socket. Now you don't need to over tighten these, just snug will do. And once you have this side on, you can do the same thing for the other side. Alrighty folks, that about wraps up our review and install of our Renegade Series sequential LED taillights with black housings and smoke lenses for your 17 to 19 F-250 Super Duty with factory halogen non-BLIS taillights. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything F-250, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.